How's it going? It's Brenda with Native Roots Salsa Company. Got a few cameras set up today, so we're going to see how this works out. Today's my birthday. I turned 60, so yay me. We're going to be making some quick lunch today. I want to do something a little special because it is my birthday. So we're going to make some gazpacho. And I'm using our original salsa for that. It's not hot. It's a nice blend of tomatoes and cilantro and garlic and lime. It's a really great base, and the tomatoes are ripe that are in it. They're juicy. It's just the perfect base for a gazpacho. And I've got a few other ingredients out here. We've got a little red onion. I'm going to use about a quarter of that. I'm going to use some cucumber that I had left over. I do have some garlic out if I need it, but the salsa already has garlic in it, so we may not need it. Now, normally you'd put green bell pepper or maybe red bell pepper in this. I didn't have any. I didn't even have any roasted red bell peppers, so I'm going to use what I have. I have some pimento peppers, and this ought to work fine to give me that little pepper flavor. I've got some parsley. I've got a little Italian seasoning. I've got my trusty canister of basil for that little bit of that basil kick. This is the pesto that I have used in the salad dressing recipe. Got a little celery in case I want that. We've got some shrimp, so I'm going to do a few grilled shrimp to go on top of this. But to get us started, I'm going to do this more in a Spanish style, so we are going to use some bread. This is optional. Now, what I'm trying to do is give you guys a base that you can build on, suit your taste. You can cook anything. It's just watch, learn, mimic, and you can use your tongue and your nose and your eyes to finish it out the way you would like to finish it out. So the first thing I want to do is get my little hoagie roll from Easy Tiger here in Austin. They have great bread, guys, and I'm addicted to their dinner rolls. They are fabulous, so it's kind of like their crack bread. But I'm going to take some of their hoagie roll, and I'm going to go ahead and break it up, and it's a couple of days old. And I'm going to drop it in this dish of water here to kind of soak up some water. And we are going to be squeezing some of this out. But I want to kind of reconstitute this bread a little bit. And so we can use it to finish our gazpacho. Now, you can do this in a blender or you can do it in a food processor. Whatever you have. I've got both of them behind me. I don't know which way I'm going to do it yet. But let me get all this bread tucked down in this water. And so it can start soaking up. We also have a couple of vinegars, so you can go either way. I've got a red wine vinegar here, or I have a sherry vinegar. And I think since I'm going to do it with the bread and kind of go a Spanish style, I'm going to do the sherry vinegar today. So I'm going to set this back behind me and get it out of the way. I want to make sure I've got a really nice, smooth consistency on my gazpacho today. And I'm going to plug that in, get my blender jar, and we'll get started. Big blender jar today, easy for me to say. So just a little bit of cucumber. I'm going to go ahead and just kind of give it a quick quarter, so that they're not huge chunks. You can use as much cucumber as you like to suit your taste. I do like cucumber, I just didn't have any more. So this is kind of some pantry cooking today. Let's see, let's do about a quarter of the red onion in here. And put all this back out of that way. Although this Vitamix does a great job of liquefying anything you want. I also have a little vegetable broth out. In case it's too thick, you can use tomato juice if you have it. I am just using what I have. That's kind of the idea behind the salsa, Beyond Chips and Salsa videos. It's using what you have to enhance other ingredients. So I'm going to go ahead and dump in 1 tub of this salsa. I think I'm going to go ahead and use both of them. That way I've got some soup for tomorrow's lunch and I don't have to cook anything tomorrow for myself. So there we go. That. Now I'm going to go ahead and put in a few of these pimentos. To give me that pepper flavor. And it looks like one of my cameras has gone rogue on me. I don't know what's going on, but anyway. So just some pimento, maybe 3, half a jar, maybe a little bit more. You know, I will write a recipe. Won't be perfect, but it's not meant to be. It's meant for you to use your imagination and wing it. Learn how to do this by your heart. Alright, so we've got all those ingredients in. And I am going to throw a little parsley in with this because I want that parsley flavor. I'm going to cut up a little more because I am going to grill my shrimp back here. And I want to put those in a little olive oil marinade. A little bit of a chop. And part of that I did because I'm going to use it in my shrimp as part of the marinade for the shrimp. And so that's in the blender. I'm going to keep some of these celery leaves for garnish. They're kind of pretty. And a little salt, just a tad, because the salsa does have salt in it. I am going to put some black pepper in it. And then I'm going to go ahead and put in about a heaping tablespoon of the pesto, just so I can get a little bit of that basil flavor in it. So I've got a nice, I don't want it to be the overwhelming flavor, but just enough to kind of carry us on the basil. Italian seasoning. Just a couple of pinches, probably less than a teaspoon. So, and you don't have to take it this way. I know I said kind of Spanish style. I still like my Italian seasoning. You could use thyme instead. So it's really your taste. Now I'm going to go ahead and give this a little blend. Then I'm going to squeeze this bread out and add our bread and see how we are on the consistency of the soup. I'm just going to pulse this. All right. Now, it's time to add some vinegar to this. And I'm probably going to start with about, we're guessing here, 1/4 cup. That was about 1 inch. It's probably about 1/4 cup. And, because we're going to give it a taste, as we always do. Now I'm going to go ahead and bump this a couple times. I'm not going to taste it until I put the bread in, because that's going to change the whole dynamic of the gazpacho. If you didn't want bread in yours, you could stop right here and then serve it up. You could drizzle a little olive oil on top of it. I'm going to grill some shrimp off in this cast iron pan that I really should turn on and start heating, and we're going to put the bread in. So I'm going to give this bread a squeeze it into this bowl. I don't know if you can see it. We want to get a lot of the water out. We need a little bit of it, but not all of it. So I'm going to put that bread in. And I may not use this whole hoagie roll. We just want this bread to give it a nice body and silky consistency. Some of my pieces didn't get quite. We're probably going to use 2/3 of this hoagie roll. Now I'm going to crank this all the way up to high because I want to make sure that I get everything velvety smooth. It's going to make a lot of noise, and then we'll check for acid, salt, and consistency, and spices. All right. I'm going to use my pimento spoon so I won't totally mess up everything today. I don't really want to do housework for my birthday. Oh, that is really good. It's got just enough vinegar in it. That sherry vinegar, it brings up that acid. The salsa already had lime juice in it, and it's got just a tinge of heat from the original mild salsa, but not too much. I think we are set right there. We're good on that. I'm going to put my lid back on. So now I'm going to clean a couple of these shrimp real quick, and we're going to get them in a quick marinade. I only need to do about 2 or 3, and then I will save the rest for David when he gets home. With a little trash bowl. All right, lots of ways you can peel shrimp. I threw away my shrimp deveiner because I never use it and didn't think I ever would, and I probably could have used it. I think I was using it wrong, as a matter of fact, and that's why I threw it away, because I wasn't very successful. So I'm just going to take the legs off and take the shells off. Very carefully, I'm going to cut down the center of the back, and I am going to remove the stuff out of it. And if you hear a little kid in the background, I've got my granddaughter today, so she's here helping me. And I am going to rinse these before we use them. So I'm going to put them over here so I can rinse them. Oh, here she comes. And let's do another one. So we're going to peel the legs. And if you peel it right, when you peel the legs, it'll take most of the shell off. I could leave this last segment on, and I'll do that for one of them just to show presentation-wise it's nice. And it gives you a little handle. Very gently cut down the center and remove any of that yucky stuff. Wash these real quick. We're going to dry these off. And since I didn't put any extra garlic in my little bit of pepper, little bit of salt, just a tad, don't want too much, little bit of olive oil, I don't really want to put any oil in my pan, which I need to start, but I do want to get these coated. And I think I'm going to grate some of that garlic. I always know when somebody's here, because the dogs are my alarm. So here's a clove of garlic, and I'm just going to use my basil spoon. That'll work. We're going to stir this up. Let these sit for just a minute while the pan heats up. I kind of wipe everything up, and then we will get our shrimp in the pan. that time of the video where we do our taste test. My other cameras crapped out on me, so I'm going to have to be playing with those to see how to make them work. They are brand new. This was the first video attempt with those, and I failed miserably, but we're going to make the best of it and get a short video out for you guys. So I'm going to taste just the... Oh, that is so good. It's got just enough acidity. Take a bite of one of our shrimp. The perfect accompaniment with gazpacho. Super easy. This is gourmet. You can impress your friends. This is not hard. A couple of tubs of original native root salsa, our original red. You saw a cucumber. If you can get your hands on some bell peppers, that's great. You need those in there. That's why I use the pimento. Put a little bit of celery, a little bit of red onion, red wine vinegar, sherry vinegar, whatever you have on hand. And if you've got some bread, make some croutons. Soak a little bread to go in it to make it very silky and smooth. You can chop basil up on the top if you'd like instead of the parsley. I put the basil in mine. Not very much, so it's not basil forward. It just ramps up that herbaceous flavor. This is so easy, guys. Come out and see us at the farmers market if you're in town or in the Austin area. We're at the Texas Farmers Markets, Lakeline and Mueller. So Lakeline is on Saturday and Mueller is on Sunday. We are also in Barton Creek, at the Barton Creek Mall Farmers Market on Saturday, as well as Sunset Valley at the Burger Center on Saturday. And we're in downtown Buda on Sunday. Saturday markets are 9 to 1. Sunday markets are 10 to 2. Come see us. We've got lots of great salsas. We're going to be doing something with other salsas other than the original red. I know we've done a lot with that. But it's so easy and so versatile. But we're going to be doing some other items with the other salsas. But come grab some tubs of salsa. Get your game day setups. Football season is here. We have spectacular queso, creamy jalapeno ranch that will knock your socks off. We're going to be doing a potato salad with that one, a loaded baked potato salad that is phenomenal. So if you want to barbecue, throw this creamy jalapeno ranch potato salad together, and you're going to be in heaven. Come see us. Thanks so much for joining me today to watch this video. If you haven't already, please subscribe. We need the subscribers. Hit that notification bell so that you get notified when we put up a new video. Really, really appreciate it. Have fun. You guys, feed yourself. Have fun cooking. Until next time.